Hey everyone, I hope you're keeping well. Thanks for joining us. And I just want to share with you a few thoughts that I've had over the last while, and that's around the subject of rest, and particularly of the Sabbath that we see in the Bible and what that really means for us. You know, the idea of the Sabbath is probably something that most of us have dismissed, even subconsciously, because it doesn't really apply to our lives these days. We don't observe a particular day of the week in regards to the Sabbath. And besides which, most of us, we just feel that we wouldn't have time for the Sabbath. We literally don't have the time to spare to take time off. But you know, I think this is really missing an important point. And I'll explain to you why. And I think now, as we come out of lockdown, most of us have experienced a shift in gear over the last couple of months. Things have slowed down, plans have been cancelled, and we've really been able to experience life in a different manner. And I think to go back to the way things were would be a huge missed opportunity, and something that would be a terrible shame to let go of the opportunity that we have now to embrace a slower gear in our lives, but a more beneficial gear. And something that will be much greater and produce much more fruit in our lives. You know, the idea of the Sabbath, even though we've dismissed it, it's still an important concept in the Bible, and it's even more so than that, it's a command in the Bible. We see the Sabbath first demonstrated at the very beginning of the Bible in Genesis chapter 2. Basically, we've read the creation story, and we see that God creates the world and all that's in it in the 6 days. He works for the 6 days, and then he rests on the seventh day, and he takes time out to rest. Now, do you think that God needed to rest on the seventh day? I don't think so. I mean, I struggle to think that he actually got physically tired, but he did it to set an example for us, and he did it to set a precedent for us to follow as well. And that went on to become law. It became one of the 10 Commandments, where he said we have to respect the Sabbath and keep it holy. Now, that was taken to an extreme, and by Jesus' time it was full of laws and legalities and the things that you could do and couldn't do, and everything was punishable, and it became really quite ridiculous. But that's again missing the point of the Sabbath. You see, the Sabbath is for us to intentionally take time out from our 9 to 5 days, our regular slog, and take time to rest, yes. But it's not always just doing nothing. It could be take time to do recreational things, the things that we really enjoy doing, going out into nature, playing sport, whatever the things that we don't usually get to do the other 6 days. So if you have a 9 to 5 job, Monday to Friday, whatever that, don't take that work home at the weekend. Leave it at work. Don't cram your Sabbath day with all the chores around the house that you haven't got to do for the rest of the week. The Sabbath is for you. The Sabbath is for reconnecting with God. The Sabbath is for investing into relationships. The Sabbath is for rejuvenating your soul and replenishing your energy levels so that you're ready to face the next 6 days. And really think about it. How effective and how functional can we be when we're really tired and exhausted, and we've lost touch with all the important things in life, and we've lost touch with ourselves when we're so tired? You know, we can't function. We've all got headaches. We fumble around the place from here to there. If we do anything, we probably have to go and redo it the next day when we're actually functioning well again and when we've rested. We all need rest. God created this day of rest for our benefit. It's not a hindrance. It's not a waste of time. We need to afford to set aside this time to rest, because it's better for us, it's better for our relationship with God, and it's better for our relationship with others as well. So I really challenge you, just going forward, have a think about your life. What are the things that are going to start crowding in again that you need to be intentional about just either letting go of or just scheduling better and making time to just enjoy life a bit more? But more so than that, just think about the fact that it is a command. And if it's a command, then it's not something that's optional, that we can take it or leave it. If we want to take God at his word, we need to respect and do what his word says, and to trust that even though we might feel that we don't have the time to dedicate to taking time off, that God did it for our benefit and for a good reason, and we need to trust Him that that is worth it. So I really encourage you, think about that today and the week ahead. Enjoy your rest. Don't feel guilty about it, because I think we all need to be a little bit better off by just observing a more balanced lifestyle and being intentional about it as well. So have a blessed week. See you soon.